And joining me in studio now is Tom Djokovic. He's the CEO of XsunX Incorporated. XSNX is their stock symbol. Tom, always good to see you.
Thanks for having me back, Don. Thanks.
Well, the last few times we've been talking about this direction the company is moving into with respect to installations of solar, well, basically solar installations,
Right.
Get right down to it. How's that coming along? I mean, I know you're in the infancy of that, but how is it starting out for you?
Well, starting off well. Well, we've got our licensing. We're looking to actually even expand on the licensing, and we're providing proposals on projects, and we're developing some marketing programs to go out and do some broad marketing, kind of a direct marketing, but using radio, print advertising, things like that. Our target focus is really commercial, industrial, and large properties like a solar farm type of projects. And we think there's a lot of opportunity there because there's a lot of money for people to save and for people to make in those sectors. It's incredible.
Well, I know, like, for example, in the Southern California market, they closed the San Onofre nuclear generating station. Everybody's electric bills went up 30%. So I'm sure with moves like that, you're getting a lot of attention.
Oh, absolutely. Well, traditionally, solar electricity is about a 6% annual increase in the cost. So, you're looking at, we have one project we looked at where the client's current costs average about 14 cents. And over a 20-year period, you're looking at that going to in excess of 50 cents in costs. In the same time, a solar system that's proposed for that particular project has a fixed operating cost about 4.1 cents over that same 20-year period. So that particular client's looking at a payback and inside of 24 months. And looking at over 1,600% rate of return over the life of the system. I mean, this is enormous amounts of money that can be saved or generated, earned, however you want, used to put back into marketing, business expansion, lowering your cost of your products, becoming more competitive in the marketplace. I mean, this is a smart way to do business, and we think that it's going to be very attractive to a lot of different companies once they see the economics associated with it.
Well, let's face it, if you're a company's CEO and you're looking at this type of proposal, it goes under the category of no-brainer.
Absolutely.
Now, the utility companies can't be happy about this direction. I mean, what do you think is going to happen with regards to that?
Well, Don, utilities aren't happy at all. If it wasn't for government regulation, forcing them to go ahead and comply with minimal renewable energy standards in terms of how much minimal amounts of production they have, they probably wouldn't be engaged in it at all. I mean, think about it. Right now, utilities sell about $400 billion a year worth of power to Americans. They do that across 2.7 million miles of their own power lines. This is infrastructure they paid for. They have a monopoly. In California here, if you own a commercial building and you lease it to someone, if you wanted to put a solar system on the roof and sell power to your tenant, you can't do it in California.
Really?
The public utility prevents you from doing that. And so they've got this monopolistic control on the market, and they're trying to maintain it. But the reality is the whole concept of microgrids is really proliferating. And you're looking at a growth over, I mean, there's predicted to be a $40 billion a year market in the next 7 years. I mean, the growth is enormous. The potential, it's there, and we're gonna achieve that, we think.
Are you concerned as a company then that maybe we live in a state, California, where regulations and laws that are anti-business are basically the norm? Are you concerned that more regulations could inhibit what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, absolutely. More regulations would definitely inhibit it for the whole industry, but that's not the direction it's going.
Okay.
I mean, this is gaining momentum, but we're still in the infancy. And as it gains momentum, we're going to start to see more political influence from the Solar Industry Association, and we're going to start to see laws being changed to open up things. I mean, they're predicting right now there's about 30 microgrids the size of what, let's say, the Federal Drug Administration has and what Google has. And I think over the next several years, they're predicting that's going to increase to about 24,000. So it's immense growth. And that's going to happen because regulation is going to open up and allow it to happen.
Almost out of time, but if people want more information, people want to talk to you about an installation, they can go to the website, XSNX.com.
Absolutely, Don. We sit there, we'll talk to them. It's free. We'll do an analysis, give them a financial presentation, very sophisticated analysis of financials, how this pencils for them, the commercial, industrial, or solar power field. We're not really doing residential right now, but on those other commercial, industrial, solar power field, I think they'll be amazed at what we can provide them.
The company's XsunX Incorporated. Their website is XsunX.com, and their stock symbol's XSNX. Tom, fabulous direction, great information. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Don.